Hey guys, I'm here to talk about the Hunter's Redemption, and this is the 10-minute vlog. Now, at the beginning, we had to do a prop list, storyboard, and the safety risks. We also had to do the crew list as well. And what I did for my storyboard, I just took pictures. I created pictures, put them together next to each other to create like a full story of how the film's gonna look. And that helped me because I knew exactly what I needed to do and where I needed to shoot it and film it. And for the prop list, that helped me a bit because I knew what I needed, but I had to make some changes to them because I couldn't get some of them in time for the film. And the next part I did was the crew list. Now the crew list, that helped me because I had to get the people I needed for cameras, actors, everything I needed to film it. Now the shots I used in the film, there were some long shots, close-ups and medium close-ups. And there was a shot where we did like the zoom in on the demon when the demon's at the bottom of the stairs and zooms in and out. The next part is about the fucking hell. Let me think. Now the different types of, I have to do some changes around to the different scenes because there was one where we were meant to do it with a mirror, but that changed because we couldn't exactly do it because there was like too many people who were going into that location. So we decided to change it into the hall at the bottom of the stairs where the demon is confronting the hunter. So this is what my entire film I've been planning about. It's basically about a hunter who hunts a demon who's out of college and goes there to get rid of him, kill him for his parents. And at the beginning of the film, I did a shot where I'm walking towards the entrance, and the camera is up facing the walls above the entrance, and then slowly moves down towards me. And then you can just see me walking towards the door. I'm walking in, and you'll also see the title fade out as soon as I get to the door. And after I finished filming it, I got to editing it now, so I had to use no dialogues, no music effects, only sound effects. So for each part, the beginning scene, outside it was pretty windy, so that gave me a good sound as like a sound background towards me walking towards the door. The rest of it, which is me walking in and I'm walking up the stairs and walking through the door, I didn't really use any sound effects for that because, well, it just sounded alright the way it was. And the next scene is about me walking towards a door, and what I did for that part was I did the handle turning sound effect and the door creaking open sound effect added to it. And when I got in, there was just walking around, looking around the classroom, and then I faded it to turn into. Now, the next shot would basically be just me putting the bag on the ground and opening it, and then it fades out and goes to the next scene. Now, the next scene is me in the hall walking around investigating, and for that, I did like walking footstep sound effects to make it more clearer and easier to hear. Then I did it more to where he got to the stairs. And then I added like, when this demon first showed up, I added a sound effect of like a surprise appearance. And I added that because it's like, the demon's like scary, so, and you don't expect something like that to come up, like you see the person walking around and then suddenly bang, it fused onto the demon. And what I did with the demon is that when I was doing a shot on the over shoulder shot of like over the demon looking at the hunter, I added like a angry growling, because in the story like the demon's angry because the hunter's interrupting his business, and yeah, like he like added growling, so then he's growling at the hunter. Then after that, it takes us to the whole scene. Now the whole scene, I added some footsteps into it, and then the next shot will show the demon showing up behind the hunter. Now for that, I added some like grunts, juggling noise sound effects to it, because like the demon is grabbing him and then they just like using all their strength to fight off, and then the demon throws the hunter against the wall, and for that I added like a thud against the wall. After that, it shows like him running up the stairs, and then what I did was I got the sound effects of the running up the stairs footsteps, so it sounds clearer, because when I was doing it with the camera, it didn't sound clearer, it was just really low. And the next part takes us to the room, which, as you can see, is fully dark, and you can see the demon walking through the door, and then you can hear me pushing him out of the door and then switching the light on. Now for the switch, I didn't use sound effects because when I switched it, it was just nice and clear. And after that, the sound effects I used for the fight scene were grunts, like a hitting sound effect, because like a few times I knee him and then hit him in the back, and I added some thudding as well to when he throws me against the wall. And then I add footsteps as well, because when the demon's on the ground, is like I start walking across, and then when I came up to the scene where the demon is throttling the hunter, I used like a choking sound effect to the characters, so then like it sounds like he's actually choking, and the demon growling and then laughing evilly. And then the next sound effect I used was a portal opening sound effect, like a portal being opening. And what I did for the visual type for the portal was this green screen right behind me. I used that to put the door, and then behind it is the portal. Now when you can see the door opening and then the portal right between the gaps while they open. And then yeah, you'll just see the demon getting pulled back and then it closes up. Now the sound effects, I got them from a website called free sounds. And all the preparation for my film, they've really helped me because I knew what I needed to do for each part. I just knew what I needed, who I needed, what I needed to do. There were some changes during the day, on that day where I was filming, because there were some parts we couldn't do, so we had to go to different locations and change it up. But I could say that I could improve on properly planning it, like the days before I start filming it, start asking questions if I can use this, use this room for this. I could do improving that so then I'm properly prepared instead of on that day making changes straight away. And yeah, I mean, like, but the preparation for all of it, I reckon it went really well. Like, I really got some good ideas. I properly put in the descriptions of my vlogs how I came up with the ideas, where I got them from, who I was inspired by. So yeah. But I reckon this film's been good. And the editing process, it was easy because I knew how to properly do it. And there was one part I couldn't do, which I needed help with, so when the portal door opens, I couldn't like put the portal behind the door. But now I actually know how to do it. Like, I learned how to do all that. And yeah, I definitely learned a lot more about editing throughout my film. And I learned more about the cameras, and like I just like the 360, degrees of the cameras, the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds taught me like where to position the characters, like where they need to be in the frames, and where, like, wherever there's one object that we're focusing on, it doesn't need to be in the center. It needs to be like, there's basically like a line, and then two lines across, and the center points are the points that lead to a cross. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and wherever's in the middle, it's not really following the rules. As long as they're in the point, they're perfect. And like, everything's been good with the film. I reckon it's good, and I reckon I really improved on the editing. And so this is my 10-minute vlog. Thanks.